before I get into today's content, any questions, comments, thoughts, bike ride, subway ride, epiphanies?
So I'd never really heard of permaculture before, and then one of my friends was kind of interested in it a little bit, started talking to me about it, and it sounded really interesting. So I started Googling around just to see, just get a bit of a better definition of it, and I stumbled across Andrew's course coming up a couple of weeks later. So I went to a free introductory presentation, thought he was a great speaker, spoke to him and said, I don't have any basis knowledge on this field. Is it appropriate for me to come along? And he said yes, so I signed up, and 11 sessions later, it's sort of grown to be far more than I thought it would be.
The different kinds of farming I've been introduced to, the different people and books that I should look into, all the possibilities for using permaculture philosophy to go out and make a difference in the world and to make this a better place and to actually do meaningful work that you care about has been really, really moving and changed my life for the better.
I really enjoyed being with all these different types of people from various backgrounds, very intelligent, very passionate about environmental issues and wanting to better themselves and better the world. That was really, really cool. And I mean, just the class, the content in the class was great. I learned so many different things.
It presents so many different ideas and systems that I think actually appeal to the city and some major other funding sources so that they can actually be implemented. And this course has really given me a sense that permaculture is practical.
I want to take it to every aspect of my life as far as business plans and the way I go about living my life.
When we'd go to class on the weekends and then leave, you just wanted to get back to class again to know more because he was so informative.
You kind of get to develop a more complex understanding of what's really the issues we're dealing with, that you actually can solve the worst issues.
First of all, coming to this class, I sort of thought I was going to learn about composting toilets and setting up solar panels and just the techniques. Right away, we were just broken it all down to the ethics and principles. And that whole process was really fascinating to me, and learning that permaculture is much deeper than just those sort of surface sorts of things.
When I was still working on my project last night, adding things to it and changing things, and eventually I just had this moment where I was like, I'm always going to find something more to add to it, or I'm always going to think of a new idea, so I should just let it be for now. And that's just kind of how permaculture is. You're always going to have something else to add to it. And if you just keep stopping and waiting for help or answers or something, you're never going to get anywhere, because there's always so much to ask about, so much to do, so you just kind of have to try it for yourself.
This class doesn't leave you at a dead end of, here's all the information, figure it out. It's here's all the information now, here's all these different avenues to further your studies.
Future permaculture designers, I say think generally. Don't get too hung up on the nitty-gritty, and just dream big.
Anybody scared of dirt? You want to pass that around? There's some earthworms in here too, right? Anybody frightened at stuff like this?